and we are back for a new episode. It's been a while, and I feel like that's the theme of our podcast lately. It's, hi guys, we're back, and 5 weeks later, hi guys, we're back.
Yeah.
So hopefully we are back now for good. The last few weeks has just been dramatic. Like, it's just so much is going on. There's just, I don't know how to explain it, to be honest. There's so much going on.
Yeah, it's just public holidays, Easter.
Oh, yeah, that. Like Easter, Anzac holiday, a public holiday. Just, I've been wrecked with the amount of stuff that's been going on. I am physically wrecked, but here I am. We're doing it.
Here we are.
We're getting into it.
Yep.
So, having said that,
This is Two Blokes in a Pod.
Hey, what is that?
The podcast where, well, it's a bit of this, a bit of that.
I don't understand.
Just blokey laughs and blokey chats.
Okay.
Whatever it is, let's get started.
so on the weekend, I had this little kid's birthday party, right?
Right.
And there was like 50 other kids there. It was just full on. It was a
Pandemonium.
yeah, you're telling me. And I bumped into a very avid podcast listener.
Oh, yeah, who was
Right.
that?
And she goes to me, I absolutely love your podcast. I was listening to it on the way over here. It's fantastic. And I learned something about my husband that I never knew.
I'd love to know who this is.
Well, she said, by the way, my husband sucks.
Oh, okay, so it would have been Marissa.
Yeah.
Because Benny sucks.
There you go. There you go. So she goes to me, I actually learned something about my husband that I never knew about on the podcast. That, remember the episode when he was talking about growing up with his mum and the abuse that she copped while they were living interstate?
Well, she had no idea.
She had no idea about that.
Well, there you go.
No idea about that. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't really feel special about it because it wasn't my story, but I'm glad that you're listening to our podcast. So thanks very much. And then I said to her, I'd love to have you on the podcast.
Yeah.
And she goes, I probably will spend the whole hour just complaining about Ben.
Ben, yeah.
I go, maybe not such a good idea to have you on.
Because he's one of our regulars, mate. You know what I mean?
He is. He's like a part of the furniture here.
Yeah.
And then, Benny's in the background going, oi, next time I come on the podcast, I'm going to talk about this and that and that. And I go, all right, no worries, the Benny Hill show, the Benny hour. But yes, shout out to the guys. Yeah. So I had your son's birthday on Saturday, and holy shit balls, mate.
Yeah.
It was like a schoolyard.
It was. There was a bit of everything for all the kids.
Oh.
We had it at, I don't even know what it's called, but down here.
Lefevre.
That one.
Lefevre Sports Centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Social Play Centre, whatever it is.
So like they had the interactive like soccer screen up and jumping castle, basketball rings, soccer setup, and like even like there was a couple of like younger,
table tennis.
Table tennis, a bit of for like say Theodore for example, he's like 2, so they had like a little
like a kinder gym type thing.
Yeah. So it's sort of, mate, there wasn't a kid standing still, that's for sure. So, it was good. Dimitri had a good time. I'm sure your boys had a good time too. Like everyone just seemed to just always been like, doing something. So there's a bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty active party, that's for sure.
Yeah. Did your boys go to sleep after or what?
No, they were high on the sugar. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks. Because, like they couldn't get enough of the cakes that were there and the bloody Subway cookies. They had to then devour the party bag on the way home.
Yeah.
But, mate, so Easter last weekend, that was, good old Greek Easter. I'll tell you one thing. I love when Easter falls on the same weekend, or Greek Easter falls on the same weekend as the Catholics. The only thing I don't like is the Easter Saturday last minute shopping when Italians are trying to do their shopping as well.
It's spewing, man.
Greeks and Italians in Tony and Mark's at the same time
Shocking.
is fucked.
Shocking. Oh, mate.
It took me probably 45 minutes more just to get some chicken cabanas than it normally would.
Like, and I even found like the Thursday, I just had to go get like a couple of things. On the Saturday, I just had to get a couple of things because Coles was open. And mate, it was just like, it was like Armageddon. Like I couldn't even get into the car park. I was literally in and out in like 2 minutes.
So 2 things I'm going to whinge about.
Yeah.
One, on Thursday, I went into Samtas Seafood to get myself some prawns for Good Friday.
Yeah.
All right. So I rocked up. I had to pull a number. There was, I think when I counted, it was 39 people in front of me waiting to be served.
It's like Yasu Adelaide.
And it's not, it's not like, they wanted one thing each. We're talking about people that were literally buying the whole store. By the time I got served, so we're talking now probably a good hour later, I got served. I just wanted some prawns.
What was this? Fish fingers were left after?
Yeah, there was literally like 3 prawns left. So I said, can you guys send out a trawler to get me some fresh prawns? Because I need some prawns for tomorrow. Anyway, they came up with the goods, so I'm happy with that. And then the second thing is, what's with the deal with the price of Easter eggs?
Well, because we're not used to it, are we? I always go after Aussie Easter, and obviously all the Greeks we get the deals. There was no deals this year, mate.
$11 for an Easter bunny.
I can't.
A Cadbury Easter bunny. $11.
Belandia, I gave because Katrina was like, I'm going to go get some Easter eggs and stuff like that for like all the kids and stuff. I was like, all right, no worries. Anyway, I gave her $100 like cash, and she's like, that's not going to be enough. I'm like, what do you mean? It's chocolate. She goes, no. Like, give me 300 and I'll bring home the change. I'm like, you won't bring home the change for starters, and it's not going to be 300. Mate, she reckons she had to pay an extra $50. $350 on chocolates.
Shut up.
I shit you not. I shit you not, mate. I was like, are you for reals? I couldn't.
$350.
Mate, a bunny.
How many people did you buy for?
2, 5, 8, probably about 12 or 13 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
You're telling me.
It's probably cheaper to go amputate your leg.
Like, and I said to Katrina, like, I'm putting some cash away because I don't really do cash jobs, right? So every time I get like a little one here and there, like I'll just put a little, $100 away, $200 away, $50, like, and I said to her, I go, that's for me saving up for my because I want to get a tattoo. I go, that's my tattoo money, mate. There's no more tattoo money. It was all chocolate money now. It's all gone.
Wow.
Oh, anyway,
I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know it's late, but happy Easter to everyone that's celebrated over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
yes, that's right. So big things happening this week in Adelaide, or actually in Australia. Massive weekend ahead of us.
Yeah.
That is the federal election that's coming up.
Yes.
I've been looking and reading and watching a lot of different things about both the leaders, and I just can say one thing, that regardless of the result on the weekend, we're fucked.
Oh yeah, I've already voted.
You have?
Yep.
Okay.
No, because I'm going to be interstate on Saturday, and I thought, I'll get in early, whatever. And I look, and I'm walking into the place, and they're like, oh yeah. So I had like Liberal on my left, Labor on my right, and they handed me bloody all these
powder votes, yeah,
all that bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not voting for any of you guys, mate. So just let me through, and yeah, mate, One Nation all the way. Fuck it, because like I'm Liberal through and through. Like, I know I should be Labor being a tradie, but they're just, the spending's out of control. We need to get it under wraps. And I find that when Liberal come in, they're obviously more conservative with the budget. I thought, well, Pete and Dutton's a bit of a dick. I'm not a fan.
Lord Voldemort.
Whatever. And Albanese hasn't really been doing a cracker job either. So for the first time since, I've been 18, I was confused who to vote for the first time ever. And that's really based on the party leaders, being Peter Dutton and Albanese. And I just don't have any faith in either of them. So I'll say it straight. I don't really care if we get any backlash or people don't agree with me, but I voted for One Nation.
Oh, look, our podcast is all about opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the one thing that I don't understand how I got involved and why I'm getting them, but every day in the last week, and even today, yesterday, over the weekend, I've been getting texts from Trumpet.
Where did they come from?
So they are the old Clive Palmer party.
Right.
But they've had to rename themselves because the Electoral Commission won't allow the name Clive Palmer Party anymore, or United Australia, what it used to be called.
Okay.
So they are now called Patriots of Trumpet of Patriots. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, and I keep getting their text messages. Like, what's the one that I got today here? Take your super anytime, cut immigration by 80%, 3% home loans, forgive
3% home loans?
3% home loans, forgive student debt,
okay.
Vote Trumpet of Patriots, authorize H. Fong Trumpet of Patriots.
Yep.
So it's like, what the bloody hell?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how they're getting our details and all that sort of stuff. But yeah,
it's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Oh, look, double fees for foreign students, free education for Australians, forgive loans, vote one, Trumpet of Patriots, and then the other one the other day, solve housing, fast trains, 20-minute CBD, cheaper land, super for deposit, 3% interest, cut immigration by 80%. Like, get over it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. They somehow they all end up getting our contact details, and like today and a couple of weeks ago. I know this is sort of a bit off the electoral sort of discussion, but 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I received a package in the mail. Absolutely no idea who it's from. And it said on there, like, you got the SQU code and all that sort of stuff. It had my address, my mobile number on there, everything, my name. And I'm like, oh, what's this? Anyway, I open it up and it says it's a headband. Random.
Headband?
A headband. Like one of those headband things, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, I called Katrina and I said, did you order a headband in my name? She's like, no. This little Guinnessic or bloody red headband, right? Well, okay. And then today I got another package from, it looked like the same, like wrapping paper and all that, pair of socks. And they didn't they're not even the same size. Random. Like, I said to Katrina, I go, did you order socks? She goes, no. Well, what the fuck's going on here?
There was no return label or anything?
No, nothing.
And what were they?
Like, look at this. So obviously you guys can't see this. And, I'll show you. Here we are.
Another parcel from the same place. So this is a nozzle, apparently. And let's have a look what's inside.
Let's have a look.
And I got some socks. I have no idea
Plain black socks.
where these are coming from. So one, I've got a headband and socks to fit a little Guinness. And they're not even the same size.
They're not the same size.
So, yeah.
So have you ordered anything?
No.
Are you waiting on any packages?
No. And I scanned the barcode with a Aussie Post app. Doesn't come up. I put there's like a reference a shipping number. I put that into my Outlook. Nothing came up. Put in my junk email. Nothing came up. I've got no idea where this is from. No idea. And it's got my name, my address, and my phone number. No idea.
Wow.
So I know it's sort of like the same as like, you're getting these text messages. I know we went a bit off the rail there, but yeah, I've got no idea, man. They're getting our information, mate.
That's very interesting. Well, I'm just technology and data, like metadata sharing and all that is really getting to me now because
out of control.
So the other day, we were talking, me and the wife were talking and said, we should look at getting a treadmill for home, right?
Yeah.
Now with the winter coming up, just, get the kids running on it and me walking on it. Like I've been doing a lot of walking with my new job now.
Yep.
But it's like we should get a treadmill. All I said, she looked it up and looked up prices. And then all I said, I talked to her about it. Next minute, all the ads on my Facebook and Instagram are treadmill related.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's like the other week I installed, like I just went to Freedom Furniture and I got some shears for the back window, like the sliding doors go out the back. And because I was getting quotes like fucking $2,000, $3,000, man, I did it myself for $400, right? And, I was just, sending them to family and friends and, this is, what I got. And, I got some new shears. They look pretty good. Installed them myself, pretty easy. And, man, I reckon for the last 2-3 weeks, all that's on my Facebook feed are shears. Shears. Unbelievable. Okay, you talk to someone, even like on the phone or if someone's at your house, their house, you're talking to them, whatever. Mate, it's crazy.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Unbelievable.
But whatever.
So backing on to the Easter news, obviously on Easter Monday, very big news for the Catholic people. The Pope died.
Yeah, he passed away.
He's gone.
On Monday.
So apparently he had a heart attack or a stroke.
Oh, I got no idea.
Yeah, so he just came out of hospital with double pneumonia.
Yes.
I don't even know what double pneumonia is. Does that mean in both lungs?
I would assume so, yeah.
Yeah, so
Makes
double
sense.
pneumonia, recovered from that, gave everyone their Easter message and, went out into the crowd to give the Easter blessing.
So that was on the Sunday?
On the Sunday. And then, Monday morning he died of a cardiac arrest or a stroke, something like that. So they buried him just Saturday past.
Yeah.
So rest his soul. They've now got a big vote happening.
In the next 15 days, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it has to be 15 days from when he dies. So I think it's next week.
Okay.
I think by the 6th of May, they have to conduct a vote.
Have you seen how this all happens?
Yeah.
Crazy, eh?
So they have to get the conclave of bishops get together. You're not allowed to vote if you are a bishop above the age of 80.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't put your name in.
Yeah.
There is no, there's no poll to say, for example, we're going to an election on the weekend and we've got a set name list for our district, right? So there's candidate 1, candidate 2, candidate 3, rah. There, they basically, the first vote, it's all in for all. So then they down that by, the highest collected votes. If one person in the first vote gets majority of the votes, then he's elected outright.
What do you mean? So
basically, let's say there's 400 bishops that are eligible to vote, right?
Right. And it's all amongst themselves,
It's all amongst themselves.
Right.
So there's 400 bishops, let's say, that are in the conclave. So in the basilica, and they are all there eligible to vote. They're all under the age of 80. They're eligible to vote, right? Let's say that there's one standout bishop that all the other bishops just love and adore.
So in the first 100 votes, for
right?
argument's sake, or
And if he gets over 200 votes, then he would be outright elected as the Pope.
Yeah, right.
But there might be, let's say, 6 bishops, right? And they all might get 30, 40 votes each of that 400. So then they basically go, okay, now we've downsized the voting group. So from the 400 eligible participants, we now have 6 candidates.
So they're all going to vote again.
Right? So then they go again, a second round. They don't declare a vote until one person has a clear majority over all the other people running for that spot.
So if there's like, say, 5 or 10 votes difference, they'll keep going until
They'll keep going.
So they need, obviously,
They need a clear majority.
seats.
So every time basically they do this, every time they finish a vote and there is no winner in that vote, they burn the paper with black smoke.
Yeah.
Black smoke signifies that they haven't elected a pope yet.
Correct.
They'll keep doing that until they elect one. And when they elect one, they'll do white smoke.
Yeah.
And that's when the people will know. So no one on the outside world, the media, no one knows who this person is until he is then officially presented to the people of Rome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's interesting.
Like, and I did read, so when the Pope passes away, one person is going to know first.
That's right. There's only one person that knows, and then they have to
notify everyone.
What they have to do is they have to sit by the body.
Yes. Yeah.
They have to sit by the body, and they have to
call his name.
Yeah,
3 times.
Call his baptismal name. Baptismal. So not his actual Pope's name, because Pope Francis wasn't actually a Francis.
His name's something else.
Yeah, like Lawrence or something.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, they have to call his baptismal name three times. And if there is no answer, then that bishop declares him dead.
Right.
Or cardinal, as they call it. Or is it cardinal or bishop? Cardinal.
I can't remember. Yeah.
They declare him dead. Then they are the ones that announce it to the rest of the Vatican.
Yeah.
And then announce it to the world.
No. So then, the Vatican. So everyone that's there, then he will then call everyone internationally that's in the church.
All the eligible cardinals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then from there, they tell the media.
Yeah.
So pretty much the whole world will know like who's involved in the Catholic Church first, and then they'll tell the. Like, wow, that's just.
Sorry, going step back. It's not a bishop. It's a cardinal. Cardinals are that like what we call an archbishop in our church is a cardinal for their church, right? So basically, they all get notified, and then they all have to make their arrangements to go to Rome.
Yeah.
To take part in the funeral proceedings and then the vote.
Yeah. So and this is sort of simple, like the bishop that was at St. George, and he had a bit of a chat with the crowd. Now, what's the difference between? This is going to sound so stupid, right? Because I should know this. The difference between a priest, him, and the archbishop. Okay. Who's the archbishop?
All right.
Is there
Archbishop Makarios?
Yeah. So is that
he's in Sydney?
So that he
is the archbishop of the Greek Church in Australia.
Right.
Right. Okay. He's okay. If I put it in a political term, he's Albanese
of the Greek Orthodox Church.
Silouan, who did the speech at St. George on the weekend, is a assistant bishop.
Right.
He is like the Peter Malinauskas, so Premier of the state.
Right.
His district is South Australia. He controls the church in South Australia.
So there's one of him in each state and territory in Australia?
So at the moment, South Australia has one.
Yeah.
Victoria has 2 because they've split the state into 2.
Oh, it's a big state, yeah.
WA has one.
Yeah.
Queensland has one.
Yeah.
And then Sydney has one that also looks after Canberra.
Okay.
Tasmania's looked after by Victoria, one of the Victorians.
Right.
Darwin and Northern Territory are looked after by the South Australian one.
Yeah, that's usually the
right?
case.
So that's how many assistant bishops there are. But overall, church-related stuff in Australia, it's Big Mac, who lives in Sydney, and then each church has their own priest. So in a Greek church, you can be married and be a priest. Once you become a priest, you can't get married. You have to get married before becoming a priest.
Yes.
If you are married and become a priest, the highest ranking you can go is a very, very reverend, which is what Father Vianney is at St. George. That's the highest qualification you can have or ranking as a married priest. If, just saying, his wife was to die, then he would become what they call a narcomadrite, which means an unmarried priest. And that's the highest ranking you can go before becoming a bishop.
So how do you become a bishop?
You're elected by the archbishop.
So is he married?
No.
So he cannot get married?
Bishops and above can't get married.
Okay.
If you want to serve in the church to become a bishop, you can't be married. You have to be celibate.
Okay, here's a curveball. So let's say you're I say Vianney, all right, or any other priest, whatever. You're married, you have children, right? Your wife unfortunately passes away. Could you then become a bishop?
Very rarely, yes. Technically, yes, but very rarely will that happen.
Okay,
it won't happen. Like once they just become a narcomadrite, which means a high-ranking unmarried priest.
Okay, so
because technically, by death, they're still married.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Fair.
They're still married.
And can you?
They just can't remarry.
So, do you have to have children before you become a priest, or you can have
No. Children can come whenever. It's the marriage. It's the marriage that is important. If you're not married before you become a priest, then you can't get married after becoming a priest.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be married before in order to then go to the priesthood.
Okay.
Whereas Catholics, you can't be with a woman at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Little boys maybe, but women no.
Whoa. We joke. We joke.
We had to throw that in there.
All right.
So that was a bit of a highlight from the last weeks. Before we go into Blokes Bits, but you gave me some news today that next week, fingers crossed, we are going to have a very big election debrief.
Yes, with a
certain someone who's coming back just for next week's episode.
So yeah, hopefully she comes back.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. We will be hearing from our good friend Carice.
Yes.
Next week, our controversial Carice.
Yes,
that's what I'm going to call her. KK.
Controversial Carice.
Excellent. What do you reckon? Blokes Bits?
Yes.
This is Blokes Bits.
Okay.
I'm just going to get it out of the way because I think this is the one I don't really want to talk about. You don't want to talk about, but Liverpool, congratulations on winning the title.
Well done.
Equalising with Manchester United on
20
titles.
Yeah.
So well done. It's been a good year for them.
Yeah.
They have been a pretty outstanding team, but
it was funny. Like
they haven't won against Arsenal. That's
in a very long time.
At least we can take that one away.
Yeah. So I was having a look today. So they have got 18 First Division championships. Now that was before it became the Premier League in 91, I'm assuming, or 92, around there. And then it became the Premier League. And then since then they've had 2. So that makes them with 20. The Manchester United had 7 First Division championships. And then under Sir Alex, they had 13 Premier League championships.
Yeah.
Did you know Arsenal had 10 First Division championships, and then I think they had 3 or 4 Premier League titles. So
Yeah, we've got a long way to go.
There's a fun fact.
But
so we're up to 13 or 14.
Away from Liverpool, because Arsenal have progressed
Yes.
in the Champions League.
They have. We dismantled Real Madrid 5-1 aggregate. That was fantastic. They tried everything. They tried closing the stadium. They tried, and I picked up a little something when I was watching it, right?
Mm.
You know their corner flags?
Mm.
Did you see what it had on there?
No.
It had the number 15 on there. So that means 15 Champions League titles.
Oh.
On there, when they were coming into the Emirates.
Their big bus with all the stats on the side.
All their stats.
Yeah.
They tried everything, mate.
Yeah.
They tried everything.
And then
you know
we
what?
smacked them.
We smacked them. So,
That first leg was incredible.
fantastic.
Declan Rice's 2 beautiful free kicks.
Oh,
Just amazing. And then to go to Real Madrid
yeah, the Bernabeu.
and to smack them again.
It was fantastic.
So let's hope that we keep that energy flowing for the PSG game.
And tell me, how many times have you watched the Declan Rice goals?
Oh, heaps.
It's
Heaps.
got to
On repeat.
got to be 100.
On repeat.
I'm not even joking. Got to be 100.
That was just even the Mikel Merino. Just that
Beautiful.
whole game was just beautiful.
Yeah, and what I thought was hilarious was Mbappe's reaction to one of his goals. Like,
Yeah,
not bad,
yeah,
not bad.
nah, incredible. So
Give credit when credit's due.
let's
mate.
hope that all goes well. All
Well,
goes well.
Wednesday 4:30 PSG.
That's right. And next we have Miami Formula One
Miami.
this weekend. Miami,
Oh, what
mate.
time is it on?
How excited are you currently for the Formula One?
Oh, it's just like brilliant, isn't it? I'm
It's-
just really liking the F1 this year.
I am loving it. I am
Yeah.
loving it. I think McLaren finally have realized that they have real good potential. Both drivers have potential, but one is a stone cold killer.
Oh,
And he is ruthless. He just wants to win, and he's going to do anything to be on top. And
that's-
in a humble way too.
Piastri we're talking
Yeah.
about, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Piastri is just fearless.
What's that,
Absolutely fearless.
2 wins in a row now?
Yeah, and he's got 3 this year so far.
3 this year. Oh, he's
You know,
so
so
good.
you've got Lando winning Australia, Piastri winning the week after in China. Then you've got Verstappen winning the week after that. What was that? Japan?
And then Piastri
Japan?
the next 2.
And then Piastri the next 2.
he's so good.
Like Piastri's just amazing.
And you know, like even though, like it's well documented here. Like I'm a very big Hamilton fan and Ferrari fan as my constructors, but you've just got to admire the work of McLaren and Piastri.
I think my surprise and standout team this year has to be Williams. The last race, they came good, both in points. It's like that team already has scored so many points.
Or even Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes is just in another world this year.
They're fantastic.
They are great. And Antonelli,
Oh, he's so good.
18 years old and is like already on 35 points.
Yeah. It was so
Crazy
fun.
stuff, man.
I was watching an interview with him today and they were talking about his maths homework because he's still in high school. And they go, on the plane, like, do you go up to George and ask him to help you out with your maths homework? He goes, I'll give it a crack and I'll let you guys know how. So, yeah, he's still like straight after like a Grand Prix weekend, he'll go and do his homework.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's incredible.
It's hilarious.
But talking about F1, rumours.
Okay,
So-
here we go. Where are we? Okay, yeah, Verstappen. So I don't know if anyone's been following this. It might be just a little bit low key, whatever, but Verstappen to either Aston Martin or Mercedes. Now, I don't see him going to Mercedes because they got a good thing going on right now. All right. But Aston Martin, I'm just reading this article here. Fresh hope for Red Bull as Max Verstappen responds to a $300 million deal at Aston Martin. What are your thoughts?
I personally think that if he is going to go anywhere, it will be Aston Martin because Adrian Newey's there.
Yeah.
He's the one that's built the supercar for him to drive in. And I think that Adrian Newey is on the verge of building something great. I don't think that they have released the full potential of the Aston Martin because they're waiting for 2026, right? The new rules, the new regulations, the new cars. I think that next year is going to be a very, very competitive year for Aston Martin. This year, they're shit. And I mean, Stroll's in the top 10 of the championship.
What the fuck?
I know. And Alonso doesn't even have any points. So, wow. But I still think that they are not showing their full potential. I don't think any teams are showing their full potential. Maybe McLaren is. McLaren is going all out this year on their upgrades and everything that they can do to try and win it as the final year of the current regulations. Red Bull definitely are doing some work in that space. But I think Aston Martin will probably end up claiming Verstappen. He's got an exit clause, even though he's signed up till 2028. He has an exit clause.
So what's in that clause?
So he's there's a clause in his contract where he can...
Less than third.
Yeah, if he's less than third in the championship or something like that, he has the ability to move into another team if he wants to.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
But the
who would
rumors
go?
I heard is that he's going to go to Aston Martin. George Russell would have to move from, is going to potentially move from Mercedes.
Do you reckon?
That's what I've been hearing. And potentially go to Red Bull.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
Let's have a
that's
look
what I heard.
George Russell. I think his contract expires this year too.
He
I
does.
think George. And what's his name? George Russell contract length. Yeah, end of 2025. Yeah. So unless they get their shit together, because
I heard a rumor earlier on that Verstappen was going to go to Mercedes and he would be a great mentor for Kimi Antonelli. But I don't know. I don't see him going to Mercedes. I honestly don't. Toto would love him there.
100%.
But I don't think he'll go
Who
to Mercedes.
wouldn't love him in their team?
If Lawrence is offering him 300,000 plus, 300 million plus, like, fuck, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That is a lot of money.
But I don't think Verstappen would dominate in Aston Martin as he does in Red Bull, because they have built that car.
They've molded that car around him.
That's why everyone else that jumps into it is shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yuki Tsunoda's not doing well.
It's
Like, I think he'll need a couple more races to get himself up to scratch, but he's not doing as good as I thought he would straight away.
No. He's doing better than Liam Lawson.
Yeah, Liam Lawson just has fallen off the radar now.
He is just...
How good's Hadjar, though?
He's decent.
He's actually currently the second best driver in that Red Bull family.
Let's have a look here. We'll go driver standings, not team standings. Driver standings. All right, let's have a suss here. Liam Lawson, 18th. Fernando Alonso was 0 as well, 17. Yuki, he's got 5 points.
Which he probably got in the Racing Bull.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised about Sainz. Like, I thought it'd be a little bit better.
You know what, though? Sainz is getting better. Don't forget, the first few races, he had a few. He had 2 DNFs so far this year.
Yeah.
One in Australia and one previous 2 weeks ago in the was it Bahrain, where him and Tsunoda crashed into each other. Right. So he's had a couple of bad runs, but last week in Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia, he completely dominated in there. So him and Albon came back to back. What was it, 7th and 8th? 8th
so.
and 9th.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like that.
8th and 9th because they were trying to keep Hadjar from overtaking who was in 10th.
Yes. So good teamwork there.
Yeah. So
Haas is doing all right too.
yeah, look, most of the teams are doing okay. Kick Sauber just shit.
Okay, where are they? Kicks our 20th. And
They don't have any points at all, though, do they?
the 6 points. Nico Hülkenberg
Yeah.
got 6 points. So,
But yeah, Miami GP, it's going to be a cracker this weekend. That was Lando's race last year. I'm hoping it's going to be Piastri's race this year. Yeah.
Well, there's only 10 points differing them. So
Yeah, I know, man. We're only 5 races into the season.
Yeah, for that.
But whatever, it's good. It's good.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. You know what? I reckon we're going to have a short one tonight
Beauty.
because we're scrubbing off the cobwebs.
Yep.
But we'll be back next week with our special guest.
Fingers crossed.
And straight after the federal election. So hopefully we will have a result by that Monday to where we're recording to discuss it.
Yep.
All right. Guys, don't forget you can reach us on our socials. 2 Blokes in a Pod. 2 Blokes in a Pod.
Instagram.
At gmail.com or Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok,
and YouTube. And our video reels will be coming back very, very soon.
Yeah, we're just still trying to get it set up here, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully, as of next week, we'll have the green screen back up.
Yeah.
But thank you. Great to have you back and speak to you soon.
See you later.